Ottoman expansion into Europe. The Black Plague struck Constantinople in 1346. Already weakened by years of warfare and internal fighting, Constantinople lost nearly half its population to plague. The Ottomans capitalized on this strategy, expanding deep into Thrace. They moved their headquarters from Gallipoli to Edirne. From there, the Ottomans meticulously executed their plans of conquest. From Edirne, they first pushed northeast, consolidating their territory in Thrace. Then they went northwest towards Bulgaria. Finally, they moved west, straight into Macedonia and Greece. The Ottomans followed a simple formula when conquering a town. They'd begin by attacking the countryside, reducing food supply to the town and putting its occupants on edge. Then, they'd build a fort in the ravaged countryside and use that as a forward base to complete their conquest of the area. And while the Ottomans were brutal on the battlefield, they were fairly easygoing with the territory and people they conquered. Once they conquered the town, they'd go about rebuilding and repopulating it. And as strange as it may sound, they were often welcomed by the people they subjugated. Catholics living under Orthodox rulers welcomed the Muslim Ottomans. The Ottomans did not care which sect they belonged to, so long as they paid their taxes and did not cause trouble. The same was true for Orthodox Christians living under Catholic rule. Again, the Ottomans did not care so long as they paid their taxes and did not cause trouble. And the same for Christians who were considered heretics by the Catholics and the Orthodox. The Ottomans did not care so long as they paid their taxes and did not cause trouble. And the taxes in this early stage of the Ottoman Empire were very light in comparison to other regimes. In later centuries, as the Osmanli family and Ottoman nobles and bureaucracy grew and festered, taxes would skyrocket to support their lavish lifestyles. Like any society, there was a class structure in the Ottoman Beylik. The various groups within the Ottoman territories were divided by both legal and social boundaries. The primary divide was between Muslim and non-Muslim. The Ottomans generally ruled by Islamic law, which put Muslims at the top of society. There was also a divide between military and civilian. These classes were further divided along religious lines. Low-ranking Christian warriors were allowed to keep their lands and titles without accepting Islam. The only caveat was that they had to use their resources to support the Ottomans. High-ranking Christian warriors were treated differently. These were often powerful nobles who commanded large fortunes and large armies. They were a potential threat and could not be allowed to live freely within the Ottoman state. If they did not accept Islam, these European nobles had to either accept life at a lower class or move to a Christian land. Most of the Christian warriors who remained under Ottoman authority wound up accepting Islam within a few generations. Warfare was not the only tool the Ottomans used to conquer territory. Sometimes they purchased castles from European nobles who did not have the staff and soldiers to properly maintain them. And whoever controlled a castle controlled the land surrounding it. The Ottomans also acquired territory through marriage. It was not uncommon for Ottoman royalty to marry the daughters of Christian nobles, thereby forging mutually beneficial alliances. The Ottomans seemed nearly unstoppable during this early period of European expansion. They considered Europe to be frontier territory and that it was their destiny to conquer all of it. And who could blame them for thinking like this? The Ottomans were the most disciplined military force of its time and easily swept aside most of their opponents. However, most of their opponents during this period were small states. The Ottomans were stacking up victories against vastly inferior enemies. They had yet to face a large, organized European army. That would soon change as the Ottomans consolidated their hold on Thrace and moved into the Balkans.